Today we're drawing Rumi from the movie K-pop Demon Hunters, the ramen noodles cup you see in the film and in real life. So we're going to draw 2 dots to determine the width of this cup. And I'm going to curve a line up. So what we're trying to say is this is above our eye level. If something is above our eye level, we cannot see the top of it. Now we're going to add some thickness for the lip of the cup. Just curving a line out to the right. And then this line that curves up, I'm going to go ahead and match that curve. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make some little points here of reference I'm going to draw to. So right now I'm, like I said, mapping out the size and placement of this form. And now for the base of this, we want to curve the line down. Sometimes when people draw a line straight across, then you're combining a shape of the form. We want this to look three-dimensional. So curving a line down. And then the label on the cup, we're going to, once again, draw a matching line that curves down. All right, we're going to start off the head now. So I'm going to just go ahead and draw in a shape. Drawing in a circular shape. And once again, think about proportion. So I'm leaving room at the top for the label, Rumi Superstar Flavor. So we're drawing this 3/4 view. So I curved the line to the right. So Rumi's head is turned to the right. And I'm going to curve a line slightly up so she's going to look like she's looking up a little bit. So I'm just going to draw an oval for the eye. And you can see the size of these eyes. We're doing Rumi Chibi style. So Chibi style is big eyes, little nose, little mouth. And this eye we could draw a little bit bigger too. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of triangle shapes here for some eyelashes. Curving line up the top of the eyes. And then these lines are going to be for the eyebrows. So the nose is really small. It's just basically an arrow pointing to the right. And then this is going to be the expression for the mouth. So because this is 3/4 view, I'm going to add a cheek on this side. You can see I draw the chin down to the center line of the face. A little bit of Rumi's hair, or that's an ear, excuse me. Curving line out to the right for the ear. We'll see just a little bit of her hair on the right hand side. And then we're going to add the ear now in on the left hand side. This is going to be the hairline. Some people forget to add the hairline and then the hair doesn't look right. So we want to add the hairline in. And then now we're going to draw Rumi's hairstyle. That braided hair look. On this left-hand side, I'm curving some lines out to the left. These lines curve down. These are really cross contour lines that are curving around the head. Now on the right-hand side, I'm curving them out to the right. And she has that big center braid in the middle. As you can see, we like building with shapes and forms. This would be considered the constructivist approach to drawing. So I know that a lot of people appreciate the pencil drawings and obviously showing your work. So you can see we're going to start creating the braids now. I'm just going to once again just use some shapes to do that. All right, I'm going to draw 2 lines down for the neck. Look how small the neck is in comparison to the head, right? So chibis are known for having big heads and little bodies. And now, once again, we're just going to use some shapes. So this is going to be the shape for the body. Her body's tilted. So one shoulder is higher, one shoulder is lower. All right. So we can build with shapes. We could also build with forms. So when I see the sleeve, I'm thinking cylinder. So I'm going to draw my 2 dots and a foreshortened circle. And it basically turns the arm now into a cylinder. So for some people, it's easier to use shapes at first, but ultimately, you want to be able to use forms to build your characters. Just adding in some wrinkles. So as you know, you can start off with a shape, and then you want to start changing the outline of it. Adding some wrinkles makes it look a little bit more 3-dimensional as well. And then, once again, 2 dots, a foreshortened circle, and that's a cylinder. If you don't want to do forms, then you could use a rectangle. Just use a little potato-shaped oval to start the hand. I'm going to draw these lines out for the arms. This is going to be the oval for the thumb. And now we have the pointer finger. He's pointing up to the star, superstar flavor. Yeah, I think this ramen definitely practices in the mirror. And then we're going to go ahead and add some lines that curve out to the left, create the fingers. All I know is these noodles definitely look like they're in charge. All right, so we have a fun dynamic pose we've created. It's going to add a little bit more detail on the shirt. All right, so this is going to be the bowl. or basically the top view. So we're looking down on this cup of noodles on this label here. Looks like there's like an egg yolk and just ramen noodles. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use a shape to just map in the label, Rumi Superstar Flavor. So once again, that's called proportions, size relationships in the drawing. So these lines that I'm drawing right now is basically going to be the placemat for my letters. So that's going to help me draw my letters the same height. And I'm just going to start sketching out in block letters. Now, if you don't know how to do block letters, you can just contour draw this. So basically, trace with your eyes. Your hand does what your eye is doing at the same time. If you don't know how to contour draw, then you could do bubble letters. An easy way to do it is just draw the letters first, and after you draw the letter, then just draw around them and they'll turn into a bubble letter. And you could possibly turn it into a block letter as well. And I'm just basically trying to keep the same thickness for all my shapes here for these letters. And as you can see, because we drew those lines that established the height of the letters, our letters are the same height. And you can see we have good placement of the letters as well. And once again, I'm just using these rectangular shapes to build the letter I. Adding a little bit of detail, so that rectangle that I drew, basically curving these lines in and then out. And then it kind of separates Rumi a little bit from Superstar Flavor, which I'm just going to lightly draw in once again. So when I go in with my pink marker later, I'll make sure that the size and placement of everything is going to fit. And it's always good to draw light because you can easily erase. So sometimes when we're building these drawings, we're obviously using construction lines, like when we did the portrait. And as we're getting into the home stretch, I will be demonstrating using Posca paint markers, but you could use whatever you have. So a lot of people use alcohol-based markers as well. We're going to use Colors Value today. I think Posca paint markers definitely nails the cartoon style. So I was definitely happy the way the coloring turned out today. Gonna add a few more stars. So the cool thing about today's drawing is this is how you draw a cylinder that is above your eye level. So today the top of this cylinder curved up. It's above our eye level, we cannot see the top of it. Now I'm just going to draw some lines that curve up. And we're going to see just a few noodles. Maybe we can see. And we'll just, once again, use some repetition. Just keep curving these lines up, creating some more noodles. Well, I want to thank you guys for drawing with me today. We're doing a whole series of K-pop Demon Hunters, so I'm so excited about it. We're going to be adding to the collection every day here for 2 weeks. So I'm outlining with a Tombow marker. So this one is a brush tip, and it's firm. It's a pretty firm brush tip marker. And you can see I'm able to get really good detail, plus I'm able to fill in large areas like I did with Rumi, the lettering. All right, so I'm going in with the darkest purple first. We're using color's value, and then this is the lightest purple. This cup is going to be backlit. So the left and right hand sides of the cup have the light purple on it. And then now we're just going to go in with the regular purple. Using beige for the skin tone. Add a little bit of eye color. And coral pink and dark red actually are the best for the mouth. It's kind of experimenting with some colors there. This is pink. So I do have the 3M size, which makes it easier doing small letters. With the 5M, you will not be able to do that with your pink 5M. So 3M is the smaller size. And you can see we're using 3 shades of yellow. So we have yellow, straw yellow, and we have yellow ochre. And I even have ivory for a little bit of a highlight on the egg yolk. Going in with a little bit of gray on the lip and the foot of the cup. And just going to go up and refresh my outlining. And all those details are going to start popping out again. Well, if you had fun drawing this ramen noodles character, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next drawing.